Howdy, y'all. GooseFathr here. I just wanted to show you my first real Mac build that I put together that I think is a replicatable build. It is called Rug-Latl. There's some pieces of this that are going to change depending on whatever you get, but I think that Magic Carpet, or Rug as I'm calling it, is a very usable combo item piece. Don't mind the cooldowns. I have the lethargy skill, which is increasing everybody's cooldowns. This is a very, very strong skill for anything that has permanent cooldown reduction, because relative to their speed, your speed is much, much faster, because the cooldown decreases are applied to the increased timer, so you get even more item cooldown. That doesn't matter. You don't need that as part of the build. But as always, lethargy is very strong for things like Latl or other things that have really strong cooldown reduction. So if you see that skill while running your Latl, cool. But for this build, what I got right away was Bottled Lightning and Letter Opener, which starts at 100 crit chance and goes down by 25 every time it swings. And so I'm like 2 items with 100% crit chance to start. And then I got Magic Carpet. And I'm like, oh, this thing's cooldown goes down every time you crit. I'm in. I'm going to do this. There's a weird thing happening with vendors. Vendors have changed to where there no longer is item blocking happening with vendors or with monsters. So if you have an item at silver and they have it at bronze, or you have it at bronze and they have it at silver, the item will still show up. So now you can get a lot more duplicate items than you used to be able to get. Happens all the time. You can no longer block monster items by having an item of a higher tier, which means, unfortunately, property baron hunting is a thing of the past. You just got to get lucky with that, but that's fine. It means there's tons more item duplication in the game, so this is not abnormal. I know it seems weird that I'm running a bronze and a silver tier item on day 11, but these are just here for crit chance to get the restorative carpet popping off, or so I thought. Eventually I got enough ammo and haste and other crap happening that they actually dump a bunch of fire damage. Mac talking here. They actually get quite a bit of fire damage on the board, and they're pretty strong. I have the haste potion, which is heavy, so it also has slow. But the big thing that I'm using here is Potion Distillery, which gives a bunch of ammos to my items. And Potion Distillery is a mini game in and of itself, very pig-like. I love this item. You don't have to use this, but it gives you a lot of different potions that are enchanted, because the reagents that you get to transform are basically like a fire reagent transformed into something with the fiery enchant. Heavy transform into something with the heavy enchant. And so every time you go to emergent, when you have a reagent next to it, you get to pop it into a potion with an enchant, and so sometimes you get some cool potions. The real heart of this build is just running things with a lot of crit chance in your Magic Carpet, and then figuring out how to speed it up or add spice to it. I think there's going to be a lot of different flavors. Flavors I'm currently running is energy potion, just to speed everything up, especially since I have lethargy. I need to get these things going. Runic potion, which gives lifesteal to all of my weapons for the fight, so Magic Carpet then has lifesteal, as does these guys. And then restorative strength potion, which gives my items 100% crit chance for 4 seconds when it pops off. And since it's going to be hasted by heavy energy potion, it's permanent 100% crit chance, which gives permanent 100% crit to restorative Magic Carpet. This means I've actually been hunting for some faster potions to swap out with these, because once this pops off, any potion that does damage or anything that does damage could be a charge for my Magic Carpet, but I haven't really found it yet. This combo's been working pretty spectacularly. I lost on day 2 and have non-stop won since. So this is the build. The skills don't matter much except for lethargy. I managed to just get the potions have 1 ammo, but honestly, I'm not coming near running out of ammo. I just got this to diamond. Without this skill and with this at gold, I was killing them before ammo ran out, so those aren't really necessary for the build. But that's the thing. What you might also notice, though, is that I have 170 regen. This is slowed down a lot, but I had about 150 regen by day 7, which is insane and broken. That comes from this little item here, which I had at gold for most of the game. I just got to diamond, so I don't think I've even done a reagent transformation at diamond. But when you transform a reagent, permanently gain, it was 10 regeneration. And so every time I saw a reagent in the shop, I bought it. I put it to the left of this guy. I went to the next shop to transform it, and I went hunting for more reagents to put to the left of this guy and constantly transform it. And in doing so, got myself tons and tons and tons of regen. So this combo is nuts. There's a bunch of items of Mac that transform reagents, and so I think this is a fun mini game that is very similar to property scaling mini games, to value scaling mini games, stuff like that Pig has. So it seems very familiar and very fun to me. So anyway, that is my current pig run, or my current pig run, my current Mac run. We're gonna jump into the fight and see how it goes. Obviously, there's knowing for sure if it's gonna win or not, but I have a feeling it's pretty strong. So let's give it a taste. He's got more hit points than me. He's got a bunch of fire shenanigans happening, and looks like a bunch of charge shenanigans. But this is how my build works. I also just love the potion look. It's just cool. So that's it. I'm at full health. You may have noticed all my items get fully hasted. All their items get fully slowed. All my items get full lifesteal. And all my items are permacrit with this combo. And Rug-Latl here is swinging at 1 second non-stop by the end of the fight. Happened to get it enchanted. I used my level 10 enchant on it. I got heal. Not particularly important because I think we stayed topped off by the 170 regen. But that's it. That's the build. Just wanted to walk through it and show everybody. I think we're going to be slowly learning a bunch of different Mac builds, but I think the archetype of crit rug is definitely one of them. It's going to have a lot of variants. And then I think the combination of the potion distillery and that item that I already forgot the name of that gives you regen for updating reagents is also a huge build enabling combo that you're going to see a lot of. So thanks a bunch. Hope you liked it. I will post more Mac builds as I put them together.